And I will just put to you, if it were presented to you that it is possible that today, while we are here, you may go beyond and behind the facade of personhood and ego. And when I say go beyond, I don't mean beyond that way, I mean beyond this way. To actually come to a clear and unified, harmonious recognition of what one's true self is. Would you be open for it?
Yes.
Up there?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's say you approached and you said, Mooji, I hear that you may be someone who can help me or guide me to a deeper realization of who I truly am. Because I feel my ego is very, very strong, my mind is very strong, and it always seems to overwhelm me. Even though I want to do what is good, I end up somehow feeling that I'm just pushed about by my own mind. Is there some way that I can go beyond this? And from the room of being, I say, come in here, come here, come. But before you do, please leave your shoes outside. It's just traditional, leave your shoes outside. One more thing. Can you leave your mind outside? And you say, there we go now, you see. I know there was a catch. How can I leave my mind outside? This is the very thing I come to ask your help for. I can't do it by myself. And I said, listen, no, don't panic. All I mean by saying leave your mind outside is, are you willing to just leave aside all your ideas about the past and about who you think you are? Can we just suspend that, leave it aside for the short duration of this guidance? A few minutes. Can you do it? Very good. Could you also not engage with any projections or hope about future, like what kind of world you'd like to live in, and how many children you'd like to have, and what religion you'd like to go towards? Can we not speak about these things? Because nobody knows about future really, and it never is what you expect. So for this short duration of speaking together like this, can we not talk about the future? Yeah. We won't speak about past, about what you have done before, where you have studied, how much meditation you have done, and all this, how long your longest meditation, and we don't want to talk about it. Okay? And about future, what you'd like to happen in the future. So let's not talk about that. So we are agreeing that we can just suspend for a few moments. And I promise that at the end of our exercise, you go back and pick your stuff up. Okay? If you want to. And I would say, I don't think anybody will mistakenly take your stuff. Okay? So, about past, and yes, I did this, I've already sat with 6 masters in the past, and all this type of stuff. Okay, and about in the future, I want to do this, I want to teach meditation, and just leave all these things for now. And even about the present moment, don't allow your mind to come in and interpret anything about the present moment. Are we good with this? Yes. We have started, okay? What it is now, if about past, We're not going to be relating from or speaking about the past, and nothing about future. And even about the present moment. The tendency for the mind to be giving advice and summarizations. Ignore that. Don't bring him in. Leave him outside. That even the desire for enlightenment itself, also don't engage with any idea. Don't hold on to any image in the mind at all, or any favorite concepts. Just leave it, leave everything. So that your mind space, the mind field, is empty. Just empty. It's not difficult, you can do this. You've done it before maybe. Now just leave everything outside. And any kind of expectations, such as, okay, what next? Don't go to next. There's no need to use your imagination also. So that some people may say, I am not good at visualizing or imagining, so I'm not going to be good at this. No, I'm not going to ask you to imagine anything at all. So don't worry, you cannot fail in what I'm sharing with you. We're good? Yes. Just remain as you are now. No past, no history. Okay? They're just outside. No projections about the future. No fantasies. No expectations as to what is going to happen. So very naturally, a very empty state of being. And notice that in this field of just emptiness, concept-free, no memories. Are you less yourself? Are you less yourself? No, you're very much here. So no luggage of thoughts, sensations, memories, projections, all these you have left now. Just for a short time while we're here together. Notice I've not asked you to control or to suppress your senses. Just let them function according to their own laws. This is a perfectly natural thing. You're simply here. You know spontaneously and naturally that you exist. And you're aware that you are perceiving. That's all. Not thinking, not clinging to memory or any self-image. Now it's likely that from time to time a little bit of fear may start to come, but don't worry, don't go with that. Just ignore this. Just pay attention just to the sense of being. I'm not asking you to create or imagine or invent anything at all. So this should be very simple and even enjoyable even for you. Now, I had to ask you just to do this, to come to this place which is empty of personhood, but still experience that your being is still totally present. How odd it may seem to you that the more you leave aside the usual preoccupations with your mind and thought, unexpectedly, you're very present in this moment. So I had to ask you to come to this place so that I may ask you a few very simple questions, which I would appreciate some response, just yes or no responses, as you spontaneously feel them. Now, what really is here right now? Isn't there a sense of immeasurable space and a silence? But it is not dead, like an intelligent field, just being aware. Can you sense this? Yes. It will be helpful if from your own self you respond also. Now, whatever it is that this is, I call it just the isness, or the what is, or pure awareness itself. May I ask you, is it an object? No, not an object. Does it have size or shape? No. Please answer. Could it be said to be just a feeling? No, not a feeling. Is it a mood? No, not a mood. Are you imagining this? No, not imagining. May I ask you, is there any boundary beyond which this is not? No. Really be present now. Can the isness, this sense of awareness, could it be captured in some way, like the most incredible, accurate photography? Could it capture it in some way? No. Are you with me on the top there too? Yes, yes. May I ask you also, can it fade? So that if you were to fall asleep and a few hours have passed, when you wake up, it would have faded or disappeared? Is it possible? No, not possible. Could the isness become frustrated or angry? No. Okay. Could it be owned or be used by any individual or organization or group? No. Just stay as you are. May I ask you, can the mind exist outside of the isness? Here is a tricky one, maybe. Was it born? Let me hear from you. No. Maybe more tricky. Can it die? No, it cannot die. Did you create it? Can it become sick or depressed? Let me ask you this one. Maybe this could be maybe the last question for now. How far away from you is it? Inches? A meter? How far from you is it? Again, I ask, are you separated by some distance? How? No distance. Let me try and recap what has happened, because I ask you, is it an object? And you say, no, not an object. I ask you, does it have form or size or shape? And you say, no, it is not that. I ask if it could be captured in some way, like a painting or a photograph or something. You say, no, it cannot. I ask, is it a feeling or a mood? And you say, no, it's not that. I asked if it can be, I think I've asked before, can it be manipulated or owned or used by any group, however clever? No, you say it cannot be done. Can it be manipulated? Can it be manipulated? No. I asked also, can the mind exist or function outside of isness? You say it cannot. No. Then I asked some that I thought might be difficult. Was it born? And you say it cannot. It was not born. My second question following this linked, can it die? And you say no. Can it fade? No. And then finally I asked, where is it? How far from you? How much distance from where you are is it? And you say, no distance. So would it be wrong of me to say, based on those responses, your responses are all about you? Again, if what you speak is honest and true, all that you have responded to is about your true self. I'll give you a little time to change your mind about it. Can you see the reason why I asked you to leave the mind outside? Because your mind would give opinions. Where do these responses come from? I asked, don't imagine, don't create, don't visualize. Where does your response come from? You are discovering this field of being or isness now. But where has it been all this time? It has always been here. Could it possibly be true that what we are discovering is the truth of your own self before the conditionings and the ideas were formed in the mind that you are the person you take yourself to be? Let's just take us a few seconds to digest and assimilate what we have just been looking at.
Beloved one, a silent song here with you. This heart belongs, tears of joy brought these eyes to see. The heart that sings with yours is the heart that's free, beloved one. Yeah, yeah, beloved one. Beloved one. And why not you? Why not today? Why not now? Let it all fall away. The one who came to you is so long gone, and all that remains is just a song of love. Here in your grace, yeah. Beloved one, and never born, never died. War was here in this heart of mine. Everything Silence is speaking, beloved one. Oh, beloved one. Yeah, yeah, beloved one. Beloved one. Beloved one. Beloved one.